Hey guys, it's Simon here with HobbiesofaMan once again, and today we're doing another comic book issue review. Today we're looking at Ultimate Spider-Man number 10 by Jonathan Hickman, and this time we have art by David Messina with Matt Wilson as the colorist and Corey Petit as the letterer. And I think those guys are basically the same. Maybe Matt Wilson is tied to David Messina in a different way, because I can't remember who does the coloring for Chichetto, right? So yeah, but either way, pretty awesome. This is another Talking Heads kind of issue, and I think that those are pretty common in this story, and I'm sure that some people don't like that because they want, you know, action all the time. But the thing is that this seems to be a long-running series, something that's going to take a while, because we managed to get through more than 12 issues at this point, right? So it's not just a year. It seems like it's a long-standing kind of like initiative that's going to go beyond, and so a lot of this is necessary. A lot of this Talking Head stuff is necessary to create the right kind of setting that is different from the original 616, right? So I appreciate that, actually. I think it's good. We open up here in October with Ben having coffee and standing against a car. Jonah arrives, they chat, they head out to a golf course to chase down a lead, and it turns out that they basically found data that points to the fact that there is something fishy going on, and that is connected to the Goblin and to Wilson Fisk. And they want to know what exactly is happening, but they need to go to chase it down, and they have to go through a bunch of different places to do that, right? So they go to the golf course, they arrive, they sally up to this dude who's having lunch at this golf course restaurant. And it turns out that this guy's name is Wesley. He's a lawyer. And Ben and Jonah grill him about the fact that his name is on this document that authorizes a sale between Wilson Fisk and Oscorp that sells them the holdings to Stark and Stain Industries, right? The Stark/Stain Industries. And they want to know why it is that his name is on it. How did this happen? And why, most specifically, is all of this information so deeply hidden? It feels like it was a bunch of shell companies or something. I can't remember the exact terminology, but basically it seems like they passed around the holdings to Stark and Stain, and in order to hide the fact that Oscorp bought it from Wilson Fisk, and they want to know why this is, right? Mostly they want to know from the perspective of Fisk, like what happened here, right? And they don't really get their answer, but they get some information that they needed anyways. And so when the security comes up to escort them out, they go pretty willingly. They don't want to make a scene, right? So they leave. Later, we get to see that Ben and Jonah figure out the whole situation. They manage to lay it out on the board, and then they go talk to Gwen about it. And, well, it doesn't go well. She gets really angry, and she kicks them out. And later, she gets MJ to talk to them, because MJ asks them to hold the story for a while. Ben and Jonah are very upset about this. They're like, you know, their integrity as reporters means that they have to release the story when it's ready. But as a courtesy, they'll give her a bit of time, right? And so MJ gives this information back to Gwen. She has a week. And a few days later, Harry Osborn arrives to talk with the boys, right? With Jonah and with Ben. And well, there's this funny banter between Ben and Jonah where they just pass around some money to each other due to a bunch of bets that they had that they're cashing in, right? It turns out that Harry gets really angry at this because he doesn't feel that he's being treated seriously. A lot of his personal issues come up, and he gives them more information after they explain what the story actually is, which is that Wilson Fisk is evil and that there's more stuff going on, and it's not really about the Goblin or Spider-Man or Oscorp. It's about Wilson Fisk, right? And so he helps them by giving them more information. They type up the final document, and they use the pseudonym Ben Reilly. And so this is going to be soon published, and I really enjoy this one. Ben Reilly is a Spider clone. I think his name is Scarlet Spider, right? That's the superhero name. So it's nice that they use this, and they have this fake character, and so in some ways, there is the Clone Saga aspect without it being there. And also, I think that this is pretty exciting. I really enjoy this issue because it focuses on characters that I feel rarely get any focus, right? And it's a nice change of pace. it actually builds the world more than it does like work on character for Peter, but I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun with this. I really enjoy the way that Jonathan Hickman makes these stories work, because most of the time this would be pretty boring. But for whatever reason, there is this certain element of tension going on throughout it that really works to keep you engaged, right? And you know, it really works for me. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on Ultimate Spider-Man number 10. Let me know what you thought. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys later.